at the Autorama car show. And I want to start this video by saying thank you. It's been a little sarcastic at the end of my last video, and I thank the 85 viewers that were going to watch it. And the video did more than 85 views, so thank you for everybody that watched it. If you know me, you know I definitely don't do this for views, obviously, because I don't get many views, but being here at Autorama reminds me of why I do this. Quick story time after I drop off all this junk to do the setup for the car. And before we get there, there's never too many import cars here. Get the camera to focus, there we go. And this is such a clean car. I don't even know what it is. This is when I need my daughter, because she is the JDM queen. So a Nissan Gloria Grand. Getting the camera, is it focusing? But you'll have to trust me. I've never seen one of these before. It's kind of like a luxury Tourer, but super duper clean. Wow. Okay, let's get over to the car and I'll talk to you guys. Well, here's the car, guys. It is dirty. I mean, relatively dirty. It's not, the show prep has not yet been done, but as soon as it's done, I'll show you guys what it looks like. And I really enjoyed the last video I did because I did a time lapse, but it sucked. So I want to work on my time lapse. I'm gonna show you guys how I prep for shows. But I did the interior the other day. You can see all the junk in here, but it's really a pain in the butt to get the interior done. So I did that at home. And we actually have a baby display. I've never done a show like this, a multiple day show. It's 4 days, Thursday through Sunday. So I wanted to put like a little bit of a display together that's not too pretentious and not too old man, but something that befits the car and looks cool. Not too thrilled about the spot they gave me, but hey, what are you gonna do? At least I'm in the show. And like I said, a little story time now. So a few weeks ago, we had a picnic for our congregation, and I took the 240, and honestly, I drive the 240 almost like a daily now, because the 2500 just uses so much fuel, and I just like driving the 240. It's not having a manual again. It's fun to drive, and it's a comfortable car. So I drove it there, and there are a few kids that were there that were like car guys. Didn't know who they were because they were from another congregation. But somehow they found my daughter, and she came and got me and said, hey, they want to see the car. So she showed them the 240, and I got to meet them after they went and looked at the car, and I met their mom, and they said, hey, we're going to this car show, Autorama. I'm like, oh yeah, Autorama. I used to show there, but not in Autorama, but at Tuna Galleria. And for whatever reason, Tuna Galleria isn't here this year, so I won't be showing. But you know, my mind started thinking, well, why aren't you showing? This show really holds I guess a special place, I would say, in my heart, because when I was a little kid, the very first real indoor car show I went to was called World of Wheels. I talked about it a bit in a video when I shot the last show that I'm gonna do, which is truly the last show I did last year for the car. And I talked about it. It's the first show my dad took me to. I was like 7, 8, or 9 years old. Memory's a little foggy on that, but it left such an impression on me, seeing cars up on these stands with the mirrors and the lights and the amount of work that people put into them. And I thought, man, I never wanted to be like my dad per se, you know, typical boy, but I always wanted to have a show car. And that's something about him that I always admired, his passion for cars. And of course I inherited that same passion, but he's so humble, he never wanted to put his car in car shows. Like, he would pull up Parkway in the back. I get my mom's gene. I love people to see my car. I don't mind showing it off a little bit, right? At least you put the amount of work into it, and it's nice to see people enjoy and appreciate your car. So things like this are here, and I'm not gonna vlog the actual show this year. Like, while people are here, I'm gonna walk around, show you guys some of my favorites. I mean, you can't help but appreciate the amount of work that's put into a car like this. But gonna walk around a little bit, but before we do that, I'm gonna get Plain Jane set up. We'll get the display set up, and we'll actually show you guys a time lapse that doesn't look crazy. So, see you guys in a bit. Enjoy the time lapse. pooped. That was far more work than what I thought it was gonna be. But check the car out. This is my first time doing like a full display. Really doesn't come through on camera. And but like in person, it looks so good, guys. Like I did the stanchions because I said I would never have a car with stanchions, but last year we left for a little while because we had some other stuff to take care of, and when I came back, the car was covered in fingerprints. So unfortunately, we had to put the stanchions up, which really distracts from being able to see the car, but let me know what you guys think. I mean, I get so fed up with this car, but then I see it like this and it's so pretty. And shout out to my hometown. I always register as Baltimore because that's where Plain Jane's from. It all started in Baltimore, so we always show love. I love it. Like I said, I want to walk you guys around and show some of my favorite cars, but I'm going to keep it short because maybe I'll do a second video, I think, because there is so much here. I said I wasn't going to vlog. It might be worth vlogging because there is a lot here, but let's take one more look at the car. It looks so cool. Oh, I don't think I showed you guys this either. I put a little light in the interior. I may have said this, and if I did, I'll edit it out. If not, you'll see it. And I did a poll on my Instagram. And what I asked was, what color should we run the LEDs? I gave options like purple, blue, white, and red. And it looks like purple's winning. So for the first day, we're gonna run the LEDs purple. But man, I think it's gonna show really good. Nothing compared to the other cars here, but hey, for my car, I'm happy. Do a quick walk around. Actually, this car right here, this Plymouth, is so clean. I'm a sucker for red and chrome. Red and chrome always works no matter what. There are not many modern cars here, and the ones that are normally kind of like the American stuff. So the Mustangs, I think down here with me, there's a CTSV, little tired, so I'm not gonna walk all the way over there, but I think you guys should be able to see that. Pretty clean. Reminds me of Russell at EVS. And oh, look at Plain Jane through the cut, man. Listen, I mean, we're down here. I think I should bring like all my show trophies and stuff. I wasn't sure to do that, but a lot of people seem to do that at these shows. I'm bad at showing off. I'm okay at showing a car, but it's like, I always thought it was weird to bring all your show trophies, but it seems like it's pretty normal. So here, we're gonna walk up to the front really quickly. I may edit this out, but yeah, I actually FaceTime my dad to show him some of the stuff, and just hearing the excitement in his voice just reminds me of why I do this stuff. You know, it's just so fun for us that love cars. A couple R8s, super clean. I think basically bone stock, but you know I love the color. This one is either matte factory or maybe a satin PPF. I don't want to get close enough to tell. This is so dope. It's like a completely new car. It's a Beetle, it's a 72 Beetle, but everything on it is brand new. Maybe except the roof and doors. And little Inozetek 4-cylinder out the back. That has to be fun in the dunes. There's another car here. And I'm actually only going to show you this car in this video. It's absolutely breathtaking. And I'm 100% biased because it's one of my favorite cars and was my first car. But this builder has just gone bonkers with it. It's the way I would build one if I had it now with the infinite money glitch and just spared no expense. This is worth showing you. It's 37s or my brother is a 40 Ford guy. But anything with a grill like that, I love the details and the grill wrapping around in this polished aluminum body line all the way down to the back. The paint on this thing, the pinstriping, the wheels. It is what I expect to see at a show like this, put it that way. One thing I was telling my dad is I've never seen a Rolls Royce at a car show. And I mean, this thing is amazing. I just love the wheels. The whole undercarriage. I mean, it's a Rolls. It's great. It's a Rolls Royce. A customized Rolls Royce. Yeah, breathtaking. It's pretty cool. I mean, everywhere you look, there's a car that you can love. But this right here, to me, is best in show. I mean, I need to have this guy on my podcast. This Volkswagen is the cleanest VW I've ever seen. He thought through everything, the engine, the air ride, the interior, the seats, the paint, the whole frame and undercarriage is powder coated. Even his display, the colors that they picked. His wife actually does all the interior bits. So the diamond stitching, the reupholstered seats, the Dakota dash, everything they do is in-house. It's a husband and wife power couple. I couldn't imagine my wife being able to do this kind of stuff, man. Can't show you, but the headliners have even been done too. The interior, under the truck. There is not a detail that's missed on this car. Not a detail. It's one of the most amazing, and I have had Volkswagens. I've owned 4 myself. My dad has one right now that's a beautiful car, but there's not a detail that's missed on this car. It's absolutely insane. This is best in show. If it does not win best in show, I'm protesting. And there are some amazing builds here. There's some amazing builds. Nothing touches the level of thoughtfulness. I mean, just look at the zinc plating. It's just every little thing. Every little detail is done. LED headlights. I mean, forget the 6-inch chop top and the suicide doors, right? I mean, that's just a given. I could spend an hour just going through every little detail on this car. If you can see through the wheel there, I don't think you can. But even like the Puma beam, the control on everything is powder coated. Everything's done. Every little detail. Amazing car. Look, I'm recording this in real time. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd, I think. Tomorrow is it's Thanksgiving, the 23rd, I believe. And the show is here in Houston. It starts at 3 or 4 Thanksgiving Day, but it runs all weekend. Come down, there are amazing cars here. There's food, there's vendors, there's a swap meet, and there is a plain Jane BMW. I'm not gonna say how many people are gonna watch this video, but whoever watches this video, I appreciate you. And I apologize for breaking my promise. My promise was to never show again, and I didn't keep my promise, so I apologize. But this is dope. Come down here. Thanks as always for the support. And maybe I'll do a vlog of the show. I'll show like the top 10 cars of the show maybe. And then we'll see at the award ceremony how close I was. All right, see you guys in the next video. Peace.